Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you guys is something that I know a lot of people are going to be asking about, but is going to be how to cop the Jordan 3 Reimagine. You guys can see I got a pair right here. Let me see if I can get that to focus, but this was just one from the recent EA/shock drop they did for these. I just bought them off somebody, so no, I did not hit retail on these ones, but you know, I was just a pair that I got to sell to somebody. I think it's a birthday gift actually. So yeah, got these for somebody, very clean pair, but we'll just kind of get into this and continue from there. So if you want more content like this, check my Instagrams, any of that on the screen if y'all want to, and you guys can subscribe and like for more content like this down below. Let's try and hit 205 likes on this video. I'm gonna switch it up, but let's see if we can hit 205. It's like, you know, a little goal I have, so it just lets me know that these types of videos are the ones y'all want to see more of. And don't forget to check us out down below at Hype Labs. We've had some amazing success recently in these releases. I mean, these we've been flipping for like 25 profit per. I mean, these are like the easiest flips in the world. So if you're just trying to learn how to have more general clothing flips for profit, we hit like a couple Tiffany Air Forces yesterday, you know, for some folks right there. So if you're interested in our services, just go below, join our waitlist. It'll be on our website, which is right here, and then you can just click join waitlist and see everything we offer. We had free ACO for the Nike shock drop today. Maybe you knew about that, maybe you don't, maybe you didn't, but we let members know the day before, so everyone was ready yesterday. So if you're interested in any of that, check it. But let's get started. So first things first that I want to mention right here about the Jordan 3 Reimagine. You guys can see dropping on March 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and it says available at. We've had a lot of releases where it's just been kind of that short 3-4 minute release, and it hasn't been a 10-minute draw. Sometimes that is best, you know, when you have these kind of shorter entry periods, because it does give manual users a little bit of a better chance, in my opinion, because the draws just allow bots to enter at, you know, through a 10-minute period, and then they can really load up a ton of accounts. So it becomes much harder for a manual user, but when you give a shorter period of time, you know, they can't enter as fast. But I mean, it's still going to be a cookout for bots on this drop day. I'm very sure these will still resell because it's going to be botted so heavily. I mean, all the people that I've talked with that I know that bought even a little or bought like a ton, like that's their thing, that's their job. They've said they're going all in for this release. So I mean, it's going to resell because people are going to be holding that market high in order for them to make a profit. So aside from that, that's just one thing I want to get out of the way. But when you look at the shoe, again, we can look at all the details up close, but I have a pair right here, and it's also dropping grade school sizes at the same time. Not profitable, but if you want any, feel free to go for them. But I mean, there's a lot of simple details on the shoe. You can see it kind of has the aged sole and heel portion, which again is based off the 1988 white cement 3, and it's supposed to have that aged look a little bit, as if, you know, again, it was an older sneaker, even though it's been produced this year, or probably end of last year, but it's still a very nice pair. I've heard a lot of quality control issues with Jordan 3s, and you can see, I don't know if this is a QC issue, but I want y'all to let me know. Look at that. It's like a whole, look at all the space I have. I mean, I don't think they put this back heel portion on correctly, which, like, look, it looks uneven. Look at that. It looks uneven to the sneaker a little bit. I think I'm just tripping, but yeah, there's like plenty of space underneath there. Like I can flick this, you know, like that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right, but let me know. Could be wrong. But if Nike hit me with some boof, yeah, they owe me. That wouldn't be cool, but still a very nice pair. I love the elephant print. I love kind of the white and simple aged look design, because you know that those two portions of the sneaker go really well together, and they're also kind of the two main parts, like the white colorway and the aged colorway. So it's a good shoe. Hype is going to be there. I mean, it already is. There's several thousand sales above $300. So I mean, yeah, a lot of people want these. I saw people like pre-selling them on GOAT for like $470. So these are heavy demand. Good long-term hold also, if you have the capital. A lot of pairs. So it's not, again, you'd have to wait a bit. But aside from this, when we go look at the sneaker strap page again, 1210, all the basic details. Y'all probably know all this, so I mean, we just discussed it, but let's get into the resale for this sneaker, because I know some of you guys are interested in this. But when you go look at the grade school sizes, again, look, really no resale. So, I mean, avoid those unless you're getting it for somebody. That's what I would say. But with the adult sizes right here, off a $210 retail, y'all can see bigger sizes are best. That's where you make the most profit. Sizes 10.5 plus will be the most profitable, most money for this drop. And basically, the smaller size you get, the less you'll make. I mean, it's pretty easy. I mean, look, size 7 goes for the least, size, you know, 14 is going for the most by a little bit, like 12.5, I guess. So, I mean, go for any size. That's what I would say. I mean, they will be profitable. Maybe avoid size 7, because that one looks like it actually could get close to bricking. But I think this is one of those shoes where a lot of people just kind of want to tow it. It's not one that people are necessarily focused on reselling 100%. I mean, I know a lot of people are, but I think mostly for the average person, if they had to decide whether to resell a shoe or keep this shoe, I think a lot of people would be keeping this pair just because it's you know, based off the OG white cements and it has that popularity behind it. So that's my thoughts. Again, you can see the sales are running up a little bit, but it's still a popular shoe. I mean, this is gonna, like, you see the sales right now. This is kind of like the down point before the drop. Like they're gonna wait until the actual drop day on the 11th and then go buy pairs. So after drop day, these are gonna have like a couple thousand sales on the app in like 3 days. Like this is gonna be an extremely popular shoe, kind of like we had just with the UNC 5s. I mean, it's a brick of a shoe. Nobody really wants it. And to resell, that's my clarification. A lot of people want that for the personal collection, but I mean, those had 5,000 sales in 3 days on StockX. That's got to be a record or something. So I mean, yeah, those were very popular, UNC 5s, and I can see the same thing with these, where people just after drop day it spikes up a little bit because, you know, people aren't able to get it as easily and they think it's the last chance to get it, and it's just the sales are going to go crazy. That's personally what I'm thinking. So if you're wondering whether I should buy this one now, no, just wait till drop day and then, you know, look like a week or two after. That'll be your best point to buy. Just you don't gotta immediately do it, if that makes sense. In grade school, not for my resellers, but if you want it, go ahead. So aside from that, a couple other things I could mention about sneakers. Again, check us out down below at Hype Labs. We can offer you free ACO, teach you how to bot sneakers, things like that. So if you're interested in any of those features, again, join our waitlist, see that. We can show you the basics, give you a little one-on-one like class to kind of teach you the basics, get you set up. But also, if you guys want to check this video down below, I will link this. This is a video for some sneakers tips. I have another version of this video coming soon, since it's been a bit since I've discussed sneakers, and it's changed a decent amount. I mean, there's a lot of new things about sneakers that really determines your success. I mean, having the most accounts is really what it is. You know, when it comes to hitting more, I mean, the folks with like 40,000 accounts, 10,000 accounts, 1,000 accounts, those are the people that are cooking all these drops and all the stock. Is because, I mean, when you're running that many accounts, I mean, you're just going to eat. I mean, there's no way you take L's on all of them, you know, so that's just kind of how it is. But if you want to check this for like some general tips about the app, like some of your settings and things you can change, a couple like things about stuff to add to your accounts to help them hit more, I mentioned that in this video, like tips like, you know, having a shoe size that you target every drop. Also like adding some profile information like in your bio, adding a picture, all very basic tips. I mean, they're like in the comments here. So yeah, feel free to do that. And also waiting a bit to enter. That's another great tip as well. I've mentioned that a lot in the past, but you don't got to be, you know, the first one to enter. You can wait a little bit at these 10:01, 10:02 releases. Just give it a minute or two and see what happens. So aside from that, also, I don't know if I'm going to link this down below, but there is tons of places. I mean, our Discord will have all these places as well, so that's like another reason it's useful. We can show you all the raffles, all like the drop locations. We'll have like bypass links for snipes, so people will be able to cop pairs of these off there. And that's one of the main things we try and focus on. But you can see everywhere is dropping these in store and online. I know Dick's has already done in store, not a lot of pairs per location, like 25, but I mean, their online is probably going to be loaded up pretty decent with stock. So that's just what I can think. And also raffle sneakers down below. Don't forget to check this as well, guys. You know, this is something. We also have a raffle monitor in the cord, so this is another reason it's useful. So you can just see kind of a better version of this. But so many places releasing these threes. So a little bit of a, you know, concern because they could brick, but most people are not concerned with that fact. People just want these for the personal collection. They don't care about the resale. Actually, I think people just want these to be lower in price so they can, you know, get a pair to wear. Nobody is like, I don't think a lot of people are very concerned about this, you know, like in terms of resale. They just want to get it to wear. So that's kind of what I like about this one, but of course it will still flip some, and there's tons of places. I mean, make sure you have the JD Sports app, DSG app, DTLR, Champs, all those different places that have apps. Make sure you're entering in-store FLX raffles as well for Foot Locker, places like that. I think a lot of those might be closed by now. I gotta check the date, but yeah, it might be closing today if it is not closed already. So make sure you're entering on Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, Hit It, any of those places that have in-store for pairs like this. And we also have FLX accounts for sale, so that's another feature of the group. But that's all I need to mention about that. And with this release, again, just stay tuned. And be patient. That's going to be one of the main things about this drop. I mean, if you miss out on this one, it's okay, but you'll probably be able to hit as long as you enter some raffles, as long as you enter in store, you make a few sneakers accounts, not just one, because you're not going to hit with one sneakers account. I'm sorry, that's very rare. You can hit with one sneakers account. It's very possible, but I mean, having like 4 or 5, I mean, that helps your chances. So that's all I need. I'll mention right there about this. So again, if you want more content like this video, subscribe and like down below. It's trying to 205 likes in this video. That'd be great. I think that's what I said the goal was on this video, but yeah, just something very simple there. And yeah, you know, our members are going to be cooking this shock drop today for some Jordan 4s. Again, if you didn't know about that shock drop today on the sneakers app, you should guys check out Hype Labs. We got early Nike info and all that could really benefit you and other, you know, flips as a reseller, like a clothing backdoors. I mean, I sell those V-Loan tees in my sleep, and those are 25 profit per. So I mean, you literally sell 2 of those, you cover your like membership fee. It is as easy as that. So I mean, if you're interested check us out down below. And there's way more features we offer than just that. Free SEO, console flips, drop pings, all that stuff. And I'm always there to help as well. And the daily under market deals. Don't forget, we got some more of those coming today. So that'll be everything I mentioned to you guys. Check all of our socials down below. Check my Instagrams if y'all want to. I'm somewhat active on here, but I haven't made an actual post in a bit. But that's it. Tristan, thank you guys. And I will catch you on the next video soon. Peace.